Church came out to give all his blessing. I lost me with a screaming well. Was gonna take it away. Down in the river, like we over street I just read on so far. We wanna take your face away. It ain't this river, who's gonna take our I just read on we wanna take your face away.
Good boy, Scotty.
But if you're bad boys and girls, your name goes in the bad boys and girls book, and I'll bring you something horrible.
We hope all the boys and girls out there have been good this year, don't we, Bill?
We sure do.
I have something for you.
I have superlative taste.
Santa Claus. That's the only way the police can identify him.
Merry Christmas, Frank.
It's scary. He's gonna get you.
Avoid anyone dressed as Santa Claus.
Don't make kids scared again. They won't think everything's coming to them so easy. They're bad?
Santa's hit list is goddamn selective. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or...
No, it wasn't any of these Santa Clauses. His suit had dark fur.
Don't! It's gonna hurt our kids. We're not even sure it's him.
Not sure my ass. Look at the fur on that suit.
You better watch out. Welcome everybody. Hold up. Something's off here, of course. Just a second here. Let me get situated. Don't fail me now, laptop. Yeah, my internet's been kicking out kind of regularly, almost every day. So if anything does happen, I will try to restart the stream. It's probably not because of a song got taken down, but it's probably because Spectrum. Anyways, welcome everybody. How'd you like that trailer? So, little backstory to that. I forgot what movie it was because I actually went down to Omaha last week on Tuesday. They were screening for the 50th anniversary of Black Christmas, the original. And I went down and saw that. You better believe it. I was like, I'm probably like the only fan of this. No. There's people there with like Black Christmas t-shirts. And I was sitting next to a guy that had seen it before. And it was just awesome hanging out there. Is my live chat not working? Sometimes I have issues with that. I don't want to miss any chat, but anyways, let me refresh this here on my phone. Looks like it's working. So yeah, great experience. Alamo Draft House. That's the place to go, man. They don't mess around with people texting or chatting in the audience. That's the way to experience it. The only complaint I had, and it's not really the theater's problem, it's more like the original print that they shared. The audio was not very good resonating off the walls there, so had a little bit of a hard time listening to some of the dialogue. But then, of course, early 1970s movie dialogue, sometimes it kind of overlaps, and just didn't have the technology that we have now to clean all that up. So, man, I had a great time. It was really cold that night, too. And it's really cold tonight as well, so perfect night to do a stream. We're going to be playing a full album spotlight here. I'm going to be playing some of this, in case you didn't already see the title, Ahora Mazda, which I think is like I think it references like a Iranian mythical god or something. But I think it's spelled differently. It's on the Catfish label. This is a reissue. I think it was originally on Catfish, but I think it's like Pseudonym. Yeah, the Pseudonym label. Really good quality, though. And this is one of my favorites. I really promote this record every chance I can, because they're based out in the Netherlands. I think they're from Amsterdam, right? Yeah. And I put this way up there, same league as like almost Group 1850. They are a little more freeform, but definitely get spacey in some spots. And for 1970, this is pretty great. Especially two cuts on here. The opening on both sides, both opening tracks are the standouts. The peaking track, Falling Tree, that's a jam. So get ready for that one. Buckle up. Got to get in frame here. It's kind of hard to see myself sometimes. I have to kind of lean in because the way everything's set up, I got so many chords running, it's a nightmare. So I'm trying to like get everything kind of positioned correctly. I had to scoot my chair up a little bit so we can get a little more intimate, so you can see everything. And as you can tell, I brought my turntable down. Wasn't sure if it was going to work, but I just wanted to make it kind of easy for me to kind of lean in. You can see the record spin a little more. I don't know, for what it's worth. But let's see who else is here. Dropping in. And we'll get started kind of fairly early. Well, we're 10 minutes in, but probably starting about 5 minutes or so. Mick is here. Kimba, Carol. Carol is a regular guest. Mystery Carol. The Vinyl Dreamscape, welcome. Kimba's here, welcome. Mr. B. Yeah, so depending on how this goes too, once we do the full album, I think we're going to... I did not plan this stream out very correctly, or the way I envisioned it. Of course, obviously, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. We could have done a whole Christian psych theme going on. Well, I did pull some, though, in case we get to that point. But I thought maybe, next week if we're not doing anything, I might not be. Maybe we'll do 2 in a row on Friday. I got this one to share, too. I was listening to this today. If you guys follow me on Instagram, Blue Oyster Cult. Got the first record here. I picked this up for like a couple bucks, so it's a little rough shape. Someone's making noise out there. That was weird. I do live in an apartment complex, by the way. And sometimes it's hard to make videos when you hear that door slam right next to my door. But yeah, Blue Oyster Cult, first album, recorded in 71, came out like, January of 72. I grew up listening to this one. Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll was a childhood favorite. But now my favorite's always Screams. And then, the opening track, Transmaniacon MC, Before the Kiss, a Red Cap. They got kind of like a southern rock kind of guitar tone to their sound. It's pretty awesome. I used to have their second one too, the Tyranny one, Tyranny and Mutation. I think I had some of their more commercial stuff too, the Reaper one, and I forget the titles at the moment, but I've had their albums over the years, especially with that big collection I had, back in middle school when I won all those records at an auction for $20. That's like every kid's dream when they're into records, man. But this one I think I got like at a thrift store somewhere in like Grand Island around there for pretty cheap. It's a little rough. It's been partied with, but it plays pretty well yet. It's got some life in it. And then, I won't spoil the other ones just yet. We'll see if we get to them. Yeah, I really like early Bachman, Blue Oyster Cult, and their other previous work too, the Stock Forest Group. I need those records yet, because they were supposed to be on Elektra, right? I hadn't listened to that in a long time, but I do remember really loving that stuff. A little more psych-oriented, right? Oh yes, Happy Little Trees. Welcome, Randy. I am the Bob Ross of the VC, man. The nicest guy out there. At least I like to think so. Evil Wax 73. Off work till January 6th. That's nice. I thought we were going to get Christmas Eve off at my place. Nope. Unless it lands on like a Thursday and then Friday is Christmas Day, then we'd probably have that extension off, but they got to rake in that money, I guess. I don't need to. I don't need money that bad. Yeah, I thought about today earlier going out and getting a Santa hat, but who really watches these streams, right? I'm not going to pay $10 to just wear a hat. Maybe next year. Unless I found one at like a Goodwill or something. I did score a record recently at the Goodwill here in Lincoln. But it's nothing you guys would really like. Even I don't care for it too much, but I remember seeing the cover, and there's an uploader here on YouTube, Jay Sanders. I don't know if you guys have seen him comment. He hasn't commented in a while, but I follow him here on YouTube. He always uploads a lot of like private press, lounge, weird exotica kind of records, which, is kind of interesting, but it's not really a zone that I venture into very often. I think he's been on some live streams here too in the past, but I did find one of those kind of records. It was like a jazz poppy lounge record. I remember seeing the cover. I think her name is Jenny Ford. That's the one. She's like a pianist. There's some interesting moments, but people are trying to sell that thing for like $120. And I don't remember the Discogs prices, but people want it. So I was like, I I remember that. So I picked that one up. Oh yeah, Godzilla. I always think of Detroit Rock City when that Godzilla plays. Hey, Chongo! Jeez, that brings back memories. I hadn't seen that movie in a long time. We used to watch that all the time, me and my bandmate, when we had our high school band, the Mustache Harvesters. For all you people that have subscribed to my OnlyFans, we might remember that one. Now, that one goes way back in the archives with Psychedelic. Patreon only. Yeah, that was, the drummer of the Mustache Harvesters, my first band. High school get-together after school. We used to watch that all the time. And, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. My phone's kind of acting funky. Also, earlier today, I went to Antique Shop. I don't go to this one very often because I just don't score very many records. It's always just the typical stuff. But I've been actually trying to seek this single out. And it's kind of showing up. I've been wanting this one, Ohio. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Classic rock staple. Just been wanting a nice copy of this. I know it has like a picture sleeve with the lyrics on it. I just hadn't heard the track in a long time, and I was like, man, this has got a good groove to it. I really love it. And obviously the message, too, behind it. Just like the way it sounds. And I'm just kind of curious to see how the 45 sounds, too. The fidelity, if it's like a hot mix. Not sure, but... and also, with my current band, though, the sort of duo that we got going on, Astral Yacht, it's cooking. We're damn near done with mastering. We're going to meet up one more time. And I think we're just going to look back on a couple tracks, couple areas. And just got to put them all into one project, put some transitions together. I think we're going to have one more get together. And last weekend, my bandmate was in town. He's from Omaha. He lives in Omaha currently. And, we were all three together in the room last Sunday. And the reason I got Polaroid in my hand, we took Polaroid shots. I think this is the one we're going to use, though. It's probably not going to show up too good. That's me on the left there, my buddy on the right. We were kind of going for like not so much a trench coat mafia kind of thing, but it was really cold that morning, so we had to bundle up. But underneath, we had some like paisley shirts on and, sort of this tight fit and some beetle boots, which don't really turn up too well. But yeah, my buddy found this old Polaroid camera from like 1988 from a thrift store. It was like brand new shape. And yeah, he only had three Polaroids in there, so I'll show all three just for fun. Just doing a few different poses. It's got this kind of like cold, kind of blue filter to it. And then we're sitting down there. I decided not to wear sunglasses, but he did. So yeah, we might take some more photos. That's just kind of like a demo thing. I did add that photo, the first one, to our Bandcamp site. So, and speaking of that too, I had half a day at work today, so I got off at like 9 o'clock. I recorded a song earlier today just for the hell of it. I hadn't really laid down a track on my laptop in a long time, and it came together pretty nice. I mean, it doesn't really sound psychedelic per se up until like the last, 30 seconds of the track, which is kind of cool. But I like how it turned out, and maybe we'll play that at the very end. I think I have to share it to my Google Drive yet, but I will see if we can get that cooking as well. should have had your shirts off for that 60s psych look. And it was too cold, man. Believe me. We don't like the cold either. There's just no in between in Nebraska. As far as the temperatures go, it's either that harsh cold, that bitter cold, or that ramped up heat with humidity. What do you say? We're 20 minutes in, a little longer than I wanted to go on this. Sort of my speech here, but I think we're ready to get things going here. This is a great one. Any of you guys familiar with this one, by the way? Ahora Mazda. I've shown it a few times. This is a keeper, man. This is really good. Netherlands band. Like, I kind of name dropped Group 1850. They don't really sound like them. I mean, maybe sort of the spaced out moments do, and sort of the heaviness does, but they are a little more freeform in nature and kind of have this like apocalyptic kind of theme happening. Spacey Tracy. But my favorite's Fallen Tree. But I think you guys will dig it. Okay. I meant to be playing tunes as I was talking, but maybe up on the second half we'll get some other tunes, some background noise going. Where is my cloth at? There it is. Anybody been picking up some cool used vinyl lately? I picked up on one that I'm really excited to talk about in my next recent finds. I think it came out of New York State. I've been watching the tracking number, and I'm just really excited for it. I don't think it's been officially reissued. There might be a CD out there, but this one does not get talked about. I don't know if I should spoil it just yet. Bob Ross doesn't feel like spoiling his secrets. Anybody know that Bob Ross skit on Family Guy? I don't even watch Family Guy that much, but I just know that skit where he's like, we'll just put a little bush right there, and that'll be our little secret. If you tell anybody that that bush is there, I will come to your house and I will beat the shit out of you. Or something like that. Anyways. Ahora Mazda. And we need some sound. And I gotta slide that over. I think that's the issue. Crackle, crackle. I hear it. Enjoy.
She used to walk on the waters. She used to eat from the sun. Was cold hard winter when her life began.
Her body was longing for truth for her mind. When shit was inside her, she always was kind.
She used to play without dolls then. The game she played alone. Was on the top of the Fuji when she found out which way she was going.
Her body was longing for drugs for her mind. When shit was inside her, she always was kind.
At school there was the same dreamer, seeing colors instead of books. And on a sun-filled morning, she disappeared in them boots.
Her body was longing for drugs for her mind. When shit was inside her,
then she tried to make music. Her soft warm hands on ice cold steel. She always longed to play the right notes, to blow around just what she feels. She's nowadays a famous space chick, moving from stage to stage. She was a ragamuffin stranger, but now she can bring crowds to rage.
When she gets inside her, she always is
Yeah, it's a pretty nice copy, right? It was actually in the shrink. I think they took it off because I was kind of debating about it. I left it there for a day, but I think they took the shrink off, which not a big deal, but it's kind of nice to keep that on for how clean it was. I don't have their third album. I just have the first two. I can find the second one pretty cheap yet. Like, I got this for like under $10. Just a step below the first one, but milestones. This is good. I think it's like got what, a little more piano work, I think, but it's really, it's the Quackenbush style, man. It's good stuff.
Fast, eyes are blind, ears won't hear, clear your mind. Time is fast, eyes are blind, ears won't hear, clear your mind. Step out of this timeless dream. Step out of this starless dream and try to find another dream. Try to find another dream. Time is fast, eyes are blind, ears won't hear, clear your mind. Time is fast, eyes are blind, ears won't hear, clear your mind.
Has got to work on his English accent.
Timeless dream. Step out of this timeless dream and try find another dream.
Yeah, you're always referencing Banana Moon Band. I've still never picked that up. You've been promoting that thing since like, what, 2017 around there? It's been years when you were doing your live streams. Way back when. And by the way, this is about as, I think this is about as freeform as they get. After this one, after this track, shit gets real. How'd we do? Did we handle that okay? Yeah, some psychedelic jazz. A little bit. Kind of proggy, right? A little free form. Let me flip this over quick. Yeah, so I was showing this one because this was right after SRC peeking out. The St. Thomas Pepper Smelter. think they're from Peru, I think. Mostly cover songs, but some of the covers are pretty awesome. Kind of garagey. Can You See Me? The Hendrix tune. And I think they do like a take on like Purple Haze. Kind of like their own version. Hey Joe. I think they do, Music Machine track off here. It's pretty good. I know some people just automatically go to thinking jazz just because it has a horn instrument. And that's kind of a debatable thing with the record I'm picking up. I'll just say it, since we're all in the moment. Tarantula. Anybody know that one? On A&M label. Features Oz Bach from Spanky and Our Gang. Doing some like prog electric jazz kind of things. I say electric jazz, but it's kind of in the background, little touches of kind of brushing on the jazz a little bit, but it's more kind of a prog psych kind of thing. I think they formed in LA, but it's got kind of a New York City kind of sound to me. But Tarantula, it's got a very cool cover too of like all the different cables coming out of the sockets, looking like a tarantula. And I don't think it's been reissued. It's kind of scarce. People don't talk about it. I really love it, though. I think it's great. We'll probably do a stream of that one sometime in the future. You got that one, Randy? Oh, bad cover. You don't like the cover of that? I think it's awesome. I thought you liked jazz. Aren't you working on your Prestige collection? That's what you told me last time. Yeah, I feel you. I'm warming up to jazz a little bit. I don't like so much the noisy stuff. Like, I get it. I get jazz. But I don't want to listen to it. It's not fun for me. I gotta have some fun. But like I say, I do like the big turn on this year, Lonnie Liston Smith and the Cosmic Echoes, that kind of stuff. I really like the kind of chill, kind of gliding keyboard work he's doing. It's like some wavy gravy kind of stuff. Just the way it sounds, it's so crisp and like just kind of swimming along jazz waters, man. I love it. But then once you get into like the late 70s, the fusion sounds gets a little too sprinkly clean for me. I like it with the little rough edges, kind of like my Psych. I like it, and that's why I like Psych, really. It's just like I love all the rough corners, the kind of rough tinges about some of the stuff in the mix. Just sounds more real to me. I don't know. When stuff's too polished, I don't generally get down with it. Depends what it is, though. Sometimes I can get down with some guilty pleasures, but like warming back up to my disco days as a kid. Used to play a lot of disco K-Tel records that my mom had, and really got into it for a time. And sometimes listening back onto those songs, I get a little nostalgic, and I just want to have some fun and just kind of mimic some of the vocal stylings and stuff. But a group recently I never really thought much of up until recently, Chic. Man, some of their stuff is really tightly produced, though. I mean, got to give them credit. I mean, of course, their big song, Good Time. These are the good times. The whole Nile Rodgers thing. He's just... I think he shaped that sound pretty well. Well, let's go on to the flip side here. I can't wait to play this track. This is my favorite off of here. Some blazing guitar solo happening here. I think it's about 9 minutes too, so strap in. And maybe I should talk like Bob Ross the whole time.
Slowly
just beat the devil vibe.
The river flows down to the sea. The burning sun keeps life going on. Keep life going on. Slowly the river flows down to the sea. The burning sun, life going on. Sit down on the fallen tree and ask yourself, who is me? Like some people did before in other times, another shore. Go sit down on the fallen tree and ask yourself, who is me? Like some people did before in other times, another shore. Go sit down on the fallen tree and ask yourself, who is me? Like some people did before in other times, another shore. Purpose the same, difference name. You are he, you are she. One day we can really be. Your eyes full of iron, your mind full of bread, your skin burning and the sun, your mind full of earth. Go sit down on the fallen tree and ask yourself, who is me? Like some people did before in other times, in other shows. You can really, your mind kiss me like some people did before in other times, in other shows.
It was a smoker, wasn't it? Love that track. Pay attention. We got the power. The ultimate power. Pay attention. I apologize.
I can feel power, truly weird power on its way to destroy this earth. I can see a future, a very near future, just to make things work. This power shows evil, this power shows blood, this power shows death, take care. There's just one remedy against this power, be cool and stay away.
Pay attention.
Cause loneliness, bitterness, tearfulness,
Prophetic.
with our night. We can make it. Yeah, we'll make it. We can fake it. Yeah, we'll break it.
I just put on my poker face and fake it. power to see the future. That a boy, Tassio. Yeah, this is some good stuff, Chris. This is one of my favorites from the Netherlands. I forgot how much that rocked. Got one last track here. background noise. Totally forgot to in the beginning. You guys recognize that? The Contents Are Through You. Iowa band. OGs, you can forget about them. Chris, even you can't even find the OG of this. Now maybe you can. You've gotten some pretty heavy titles this year. CA Quintet. Whew. That's a big one. It's like the spaghetti western of Psych. It gives me spaghetti western vibes with the horns on top. Love that record. Gotta catch up with the chat here. I missed something. Do you guys like that? Or Ahora Mazda. Self-titled. I think it's their only LP. Yep. 1970. This is a reissue. Sounded good though, right? Pseudonym. These are even kind of hard to come by. I think I had to grab this overseas. Yeah, I think it does. I mean, any Psych titles overseas, especially in Europe or Netherlands, no matter how trippy it is, it's going to be high dollar stuff, it seems. Anymore. It's going to be one of those titles you see at those big worldwide record shows on the display wall in the back at one booth. Well, thanks for hanging out, Tassio. He's a new admirer of the channel. He's getting turned on to some deep stuff right away. He's a little bit of a Floyd fanatic like Mr. Piper here. Does your copy have the second album? I actually don't have the 90s Sundays. I have the 2016 reissue. And then they reissued it again, I think 2 years ago. People had complaints about the colored vinyl from 2016 or whenever that was. Mine sounds okay. No issues with mine. And I'm not even a big fan of colored vinyl to begin with. Just on a personal note, but it sounded good to me. I just wanted it at the time. I was just in love with it at that time. I think that's the only time I ever ordered from Sundays directly. I think you're the only Brazilian guy on this channel. But yeah, I appreciate you going back in my psychedelic archives, man. It's a scary place, but tread lightly. I just pulled this one out too because this was next to the the Pepper Smelter one. This is probably a fan favorite over at Mr. Biz. Above All, Stack. I'm sure you guys know this one, right? I'm sure Randy has this. It's an Outsider reissue. It's got some good moments on it. I had to kind of warm up to this, but I like what they do. I want to talk about hard to find originals. I think you would like this, Chris. I know you kind of like your hard and heavy stuff. This is some heavy Psych. This is good stuff. This is 1969 this came out. Kind of reminds me of Stonewall if they were, forming out of the 60s. Kind of has that vocal styling and that kind of guitar rock approach like Stonewall. Montgomery Chapel, wow. The Search Party. Yeah, speaking of Christian Psych, glad you brought that up. I did not pull that one, but pulled some others here on the list we might spin. I'll show these off right now. As It Is on Earth, get it? With their album Help. Originally known as Help. And they had like a single before this. I think we're going to play a track off here. This might be just the best psychedelic church music you've ever heard. I'll just show the rest here. Screw it. Hard rock. Earthen Vessel. Everlasting Life. I remember Matt Sands used to have I think he thrifted an original copy of this. Can you believe that? This was like years ago too, but I think he sold it foolishly. He regrets it. I remember him saying that. This is an old Gearson reissue though. Only 100 copies pressed. It's crazy. And by the way, I hope you're taking notes, Mr. Vinyl Piper. Check these albums out if you haven't heard them. Even though they are Christian slanted, they are very good. This one's kind of more like Mercy Beat meets gospel, I guess. But it does rock out in spots. It's got some good kind of organ-led, kind of poppy stuff, but it's got a couple rockers on it. Kind of a swinging London kind of sound, but they're from, I think, France or Italy, around there. And of course, another hard and heavy one. This is the Excursions. I don't know why I was thinking Executioners. I don't know where my mind's at. I just listened at Ahora Mazda, so give me a break. It was mind melting. You don't even need substances with that. I might play a track off here too. I think they featured one song on the Holy Fuzz compilation. Yeah, this is still a keeper. Not all tracks are great, but what it has though, the highlights are worth keeping. I think a lot of people kind of feel the same way about that. So I got a good deal from that from a online source. Yeah, so let's spin some of these. I know it's kind of off topic for the video, but that's kind of how these things go, right? We just have kind of a live chat, live commentary. Do the LP spotlight first, and then just whatever happens. I'm kind of liking that idea. So again, this is As It Is. It's kind of like As It Is on Earth. Kind of think of that, As It Is. Their album Help. It's a very scarce LP. I think only 500 copies maybe. And this is a missing vinyl reissue. Get a shot of the back here. It's kind of a progressive kind of psych leaning, but really good. Good organ sounds, good guitar work. They're based out of California, I think. This is Creation, Lord, I Saw You Cry. It's kind of a Christmas stream, you could call this. Merry Christmas. I'm also really glad our internet hasn't kicked out yet. I was kind of worried about that. It's happened to me twice today. It's been windy out. I don't know what the cause is, but hopefully it doesn't get shut down. I did not check copyright on these either, so fingers crossed.
Was still morning, wasn't right out, and the sun had yet to come, and the storming gave no warning. Darkness fell on everyone. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, couldn't catch the teardrops from your eyes. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, and then you gave the reason why. Then the dark skies came between them, and the rain began to fall on the mountain and the valley, till there was nothing left at all. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, couldn't catch the teardrop from your eyes. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, and then you gave the reason why. People left still living, well, they were told to start again, and the earth they were to live on, well, it would never end again. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, couldn't catch the teardrop from your eyes. Oh Lord, I saw you cry, and then you gave the reason why.
Skip around. I might play the last track on here on side one, The Prophet. I think that little intro there was sampled by someone, some hip-hop artist, I think. False Prophets, Randy. Just saying. So, Chris, this is the album here. The band is As It Is, and it's called Help. It came out in 1970, I believe, or 71, somewhere around there. There we go. Yeah, I figured just kind of needle drop a couple songs and move on to the next ones that I shared. So just give me 1 second. Who cares? Let's play some Stack. Then we'll get back to some of the Christian-related psych.
Death near, my last hopes in the sky. Starbound to prove that I'm alive. Lost world of pain, you're now behind us. Your pleasures filled me with disgust. Aimless, a dream. in barren space. Vacuum, depraved by love nor hate. Carry my doubts, faith and sorrow. Cast away fears, hope for tomorrow.
Yeah, we actually have a one drive-through I can think of here in Nebraska too, not too far away from my hometown, way out west, up towards Neely, Nebraska. Anybody heard of that town? Of course you have. Neely, Nebraska has a drive-through. Drive-in, I should say.
Voices echo to my alarm. Strands of gold light bury me higher. Blinded by beauty's needs and desire. Never return to words unfair. Live here with hope in all of my care. With help from love, I found heaven. I'll not be there long, only forever. Only forever. Only forever. Only forever. Only forever. Couple days ago, I was anyone. Couple days ago, I could have touched the sun. Just to breathe what I wanted to breathe. Need when I wanted to need. When you held my hand, how to lose my friend. Going out my head, 'cause I can't get my mind off of you. You never made a scene, always played it cool. Stuck up from behind, I must have been a fool. To think I could be a kid forever, get what I wanted for free. Falling in your hole, let you guide your soul. If I pray your angels, I can't get you out of my mind.
I think that was a bonus track. I just remember liking the bonus track on the Stack album. I think it's called Do It. Yeah. Really like that one. Kind of ahead of its time. 69 this came out. Pretty wild. How's everybody holding up? Yeah, we're gonna go towards Michigan since we're speaking about it. Everlasting Life, Hard Rock, Earth and Vessel. I think we're gonna start with the lengthy cut. I remember that being my favorite. I've Been Walking. It's got some good fuzz breaks on there. I remember these liner notes having a ton of typos too. It was like kind of impossible to read. I don't know if they were trying to translate it from Spain, but man, it was kind of hard to read from what I remember the liner notes here. I don't think they're from Detroit, but I think they're from, I'm pretty 100% sure they're from Michigan, maybe Lansing, Michigan. That sounds right. Let's spin this sucker.
walking and talking with my Lord now. Who have you been walking with? I've been walking with my Lord. And who have you been talking with? I've been talking with my Lord. Who have you been walking with? I've been walking with my Lord. Can I walk with you now? You and me will walk and talk. I wanna go there with you. Come along, we walk with him. I wanna go there too. Let's all walk and talk with him. Come on, let's all go there now. You and me will walk and talk. 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's take a breather. Let's breathe nice and easy, okay? Damn, that was heavy. I told you I hadn't listened to that in a while either. I told you that was my favorite track for a good reason. I'm going to flip it over and play another track, but in response to what people have been saying, though, yeah, I definitely had that idea in mind to play like track per LP, kind of like bring out a stack and just sample maybe a couple tracks from an album and keep moving them along. That might be the next video or the next live stream. So that was already in queue in my filed away in my brain. So we will definitely do that next time. Let me flip this over. But I think we'll do maybe 2 more cuts from this one. The first side's really good too. I mean, the whole thing is, except for I think the last track gets a little goofy. Because the female vocalist, I mean, she's a good singer, but sometimes she gets a little too into it. Where she starts singing, "Get high on Jesus." It gets a little silly, but just the way she's singing it, you know. But, yeah, we're going to start with "You Can." Got some good wah. I think this got released as a single, too. It's produced by House of David, apparently.
Life is closing in on me. It gets so dark that I can't see. I'm ready to change now. If someone would show me how. Well, I know that Jesus said that he would get up from the dead. And I know that if it's true, he told me that I could too. Feeling now the way I do, I wish I could find something new. Listen now to all of us, you can.
closing in on me. It gets so dark that I can't see. I'm ready to change now. If someone would show me how. Well, I know that Jesus said that he would get up from the dead. And I know that if it's true, he told me that I could too. Feeling now the way I do, I wish I could find something new. Listening now to all of us, you can. You've gone so far away. Let Jesus bring you back. When it's possible today. Let Jesus bring you back. When he's the one, the only way. Let Jesus bring you back. Yeah, and give you sweet peace today. Can now.
Jesus. What's it called? Let Jesus Bring You Back. Whew. Yeah, it's got 6 tracks on it. I will say most of it's good. I think it's kind of a short LP too overall. Yeah. Private Press. Bolton Enterprises. So the plan is, I got one more heavy one because I'm kind of sticking on the heavy stuff. Seems like I'm the only one that likes the pop stuff, but that's okay. I like it all. I like the whole spectrum. But, of course, the hard rock and stuff is always fun. Gets the conversation, the blood pumping. But, yeah, we're going to play one more, sort of in the Christian psych realm. And then we got a request from Jay. I think we can get away with DR Hooker. I did play a DR Hooker track on one of my psychedelic trips years ago, and I didn't get any backlash on that, so I think we'll do that next. We gotta mix up the background noise besides contents are. Let's see what else I got. I got so many custom playlists, it's not even funny. How about some Annette Peacock and Paul Bley? I'm actually looking for this LP. They made a synthesizer show LP, and it's kind of 50-foot hose like. Okay, enough of that horseradish. Let's get into the excursions. I'm going to play my favorite track on here, and then I got to flip it over. But I love this track, Dry Ground. Whoops. There we go. Kind of a West Coast sound, but they're from Chicago.
Hoping the sun that shines warm dries up the ground. Don't lie to yourself, dig things as they are. Yeah. That's the first step in becoming a much better person by far. You can mend a broken bird's wings if you try. You got to mend the wing with truth, not a bunch of lies. Then you lay back, say, look what I done. That bird is flying straight into the sun. Wings bend gently most of the time as a bird flies into the glow that shines warm and dries up the ground.
All right, give me some fuzz.
suddenly dry. The rain has been forgiven, and you know why. Yeah, so you take the truth and you eat it with a grin. Ah, lucky man, look at the shape you're in. Oh yeah. Now you can smile when you walk around. You've got a mind and body that's sound. Hearing your rap is a lot of fun. Hearing you relate how the sun has shone warm and dried up your ground.
That was fun. Drum break.
If you really want to know what's true, then I'll do a record that's right to you. Don't condemn as out of date to you at least investigate. Yeah. If the truth you despise because you're telling lies, it will surely get you because it falls in what you do.
yourself. Down, dirty, seeking yourself. Saying I wanna live on my own. God, go away, leave me alone. Listen, hey, if I knew the truth, I would not hide. For there's a reason Jesus died. To change a man within the soul. To put inside an eternal goal. But that's really me and you. And until we believe it's true, the world will remain deranged. It will be the same till its people are changed.
Just grimy fuzz. All right, let's see how wobbly this is. Super wobbly. Well, I'm getting myself in trouble. How you guys holding up? I got some more pulled out here. I think we're going to play maybe 3 more. Pulled 1 more Christian LP. I'm going to end it on a heavy note. And then the request of DR Hooker. Now, which track should I play is the question. I'm thinking... Well, Forge Your Own Chains is like the best one on here, but what's the heavy one? I think it's the Bible, right? I think that's the one. I hadn't spun this in a while. I streamed this not too long ago, one of my walks, when it was still nice out. I don't know if I like the first half as much as I do the second half. A little doorsy, right? Weather Girl, especially, gets a little doorsy. I think it's the... Let me double check. Yeah, the 4th track. Okay. That just looks like a false prophet right there.
If they're knocking the Bible, be sure they are bent. Just see and you'll understand.
How do you like that? Custom mix. Hey, welcome, Thumb Finger. Welcome aboard. This is going to be a long stream. I like it, though. So yeah, I pulled this one out. Show this real quick. I think, don't you have this one, Randy? I think you played it one time on a stream. Or maybe as part of that Holy Fuzz compilation. I don't know. Agape. I think this is like a famous photo of like someone saw Jesus in the mud or something like that. And this is kind of what the image turned out to be or something. Sort of an ink blot. But yeah, Agape. I'm going to play the heavy one off here. Well, Rejoice is really good. But I like Freedom. And it's sort of blues rock based for the most part. Blues, hard rock, but I really only like a couple tracks on this, I think. But I got it really cheap. I think it's called Gospel Hard Rock. Yeah, this one is. This is a second pressing. Just somewhat cheaper. I'll get this one queued up. And I did get this one cheap because it does have a slight warp. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but might be audible too. I'm not real sure. I remember it playing well. Let's test it. I can't hear it. Good.
What you need. Freedom from within is what you want. Freedom from within. Now listen to me. Christ has set me free inside. Christ has set me free inside. And He has given me the free gift of eternal life. I'm free from within. He has come to save the world. And you rejected everything He's ever said. He has come to give you life, and you laugh right in His face. Oh, how much He loved us, to give us His only Son, to die on Calvary, to set men free. And now I've got freedom from within. What you need, and Christ has come to set you free. Freedom from within, yeah. within is what you want. Freedom from within is what you need. And Christ has come to set you free. Freedom from within. He has come to save the world. And you rejected everything he's ever said. He has come to give you life. And you laugh right in his face. Oh, how us to give us his only son to die on Calvary to set men free. And now I've got freedom from within, freedom from within. Why don't you know he set me free? Freedom from within, yeah, yeah.
A little crackly. That's okay. Man, it's sounding good through my headphones, though. All this fuzz just giving my ears a little bath, you know? Yeah, Fraction. I still have it. Not as big on it as other people are, but I've warmed up to it. I don't know about the vocals, though, man. I think the lore behind Fraction is a little more famous than the music itself. Just gets a little too hyped, I think. But if you love it, you know, good for you. I can't say I love it, but it's part of history. I mean, it's certainly one of the craziest Christian records out there on the Angelus label. I've come across other records on that label and kind of fooled people, like, because I've came across it at a thrift store once. Not that record, but the whatever other Christian record there is on there. And I took a little screenshot from Google Images of the label, and I put like RL in the dead wax. It's a Robert Ludwig pressing. Just being silly, but I photoshopped that one time. I should pull that out of the archives and put that in the community post. Look what I found today. But I do have one more queued up. I don't know if I can get away with this one. Maybe I can. The Mass for Peace. It's not as heavy. I mean, there are a couple heavy moments on here, but this one's non-Christian related, but it's a record I posted on Instagram recently, and this is one that some people consider this like one of the best of its kind, of its ilk. Considering like UK hard rock, heavy psych styles. Axe. Sometimes it gets called Axe music. This is a bootleg from Kissing Spell back in the 90s. And I think most recently it's been called Crystalline, which was their name for a brief moment. But then they changed it to Axe. And it got reissued on Gearson. And you can just forget about original pressings because it was only a demo acetate. I think they only made like 10 or 12 of them. So, uber rare. I've never even seen... I think I may have seen one image of the demo acetate itself on like Rate Your Music or something. But the sound quality on this one, I think it's kind of compressed on the Gearson. This one sounds a lot more like the mix can kind of breathe a little bit. So we'll be playing that. Let me switch out here. Let's get the tunes queued back up. Yeah, so this is going to be, you read my mind, Jay. I'm going to be spinning the love cover of A House Is Not a Motel. Better than the original. I won't say that, but it's pretty damn good. Check this one out.
listening to are musicians performing psychedelic music under the influence of a mind-altering chemical called LSD. What you're hearing now is the hysterical laughter of a young man shaken by a wild hallucination midway through an LSD trip.
Oh, I'm so happy right where I am right now. Right where I am, I'm so happy.
Millions of Americans will illegally consume lysergic acid, commonly known as LSD, during the next 12 months. Such indiscriminate use of LSD, once solely intended for scientific research, has snowballed into a nationwide crisis.
What the hell's going on? Where am I? I think this will be the last track for tonight. This is still Axe, by the way.
Strong and bold when berries lived beneath the trees and flew about on bumblebees. They bathed and swam in moonlight shafts, and for miles around you heard their laughs. In toadstools large and small, my tiny lights and chimneys tall, fiery dragons roared from caves, sending out a mist like haze. Fat stout trolls neath bridges lie, waiting to grab whatever comes by. brighter place. I will take you there with me, and together forever we will be in the land of no return. Like Peter Pan, we'll live and learn.
I feel like I need to be reading the back of this Reborn liner notes with this music going. I'm going to, since it's ending. Jesus sent his disciples forth as aliens to this world system. He knew that all those who believed on him through their message would also become aliens. And so here we stand, 2,000 years later, still aliens to a world who will not accept Jesus. We stand as aliens because we choose to believe that Jesus died for our sins. We choose to believe that through he died, he also rose again, and as he said, he would, okay, there's some typos going on here. He would to give eternal life to all who call on his name and believe. To the world, we are a peculiar people because we know that we have been cleansed by sacrificial blood of Jesus and can now stand in the presence of Almighty God, unashamed, because we have the righteousness of Christ. Our sins have been removed as far as the east is from the west. We remain aliens because we know that in us dwells the power of God, because Jesus freed us from the bondage of sin and forever broke the chains with which Satan held us. Yeah. Jesus and aliens. Very relatable. How'd you like that? Are we seriously going to play a track from this? So, I just kind of have this because of just how goofy it is. I have a copy up on Discogs for sale. Put a little plug in there. I'm a starving artist. Please buy from me. But I found 2 copies of this. One was sealed, which I'm selling, and then this one here. It's actually got 2 decent tracks. Decent. And by decent, I mean it's one of a kind. That's for sure. Yeah, it probably was taken at Sears. There's definitely some Christian identity stuff going on here. And if you don't know what that is, look into that. Michael Ryan, anybody know who that is? The local commune cult here in Nebraska. Man, that was fucked up. That was something else. Rouleau, Nebraska. Look it up. It's a farm cult. Happened back in the 80s when, like, there was the whole farm crisis. And, yeah, Michael Ryan was, sort of this, he thought himself as a prophet because he fell into the Christian identity, which was a white supremacist religion that he was going through, and that dude had some mental issues. Crazy story. Look it up. Anyways, on that positive note, let's check this Reborn out. Reborn. Stuff's getting kind of weird in this space. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this, just to say that we played it. Check this intro out.
In the visions of our slumber that most believer dreams, we often see some things that fill our minds. And so it was with me the night I laid upon my bed. I got a candid look at all mankind, a cold hard honest look at all mankind. An alien from a distant world had come to visit Earth and started asking questions of us all, And he said, "Sir, please tell me the greatest thing that's ever happened to your world. What's the greatest time you can recall? What's the greatest moment of them all?" Well, it didn't take too long to think, and everyone agreed. And I saw a smile come on the face of this strange man when I said 2,000 years ago our Savior came to earth. It was when mighty God became a man. Through Jesus Christ, his Son became a man. Well, then he asked so many questions, we didn't have time to reply. And he said his planet knew about the Christ. For it seems that God had promised that someday he'd visit them. And he said he'd really cherish our advice. And he said, "What did you do when the Savior came? Did you find the lofty palace for the King? Did the word go forth to men of every nation? And did they bow their knees and let their faces ring. Did you ride the rope around the shore?
This is a 7.5 minute track, by the way. I don't know what to think of this. Just as goofy as I remember it. I like the guitar work though, the guitar tone, I should say. I like the tone of it. Kind of jangly, but also kind of like some weird phasing going on. That sort of 70s phasing. Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. Yeah, I think we're done with this. How did we get to Ahora Mazda to this? I'm the one that pulled, but hey, we're going to end on a good note. Got one more pulled out, and this is an all-time favorite Christian track, Christian psych adjacent track. Just give me a second. Reborn. Yeah, Reborn is the group. Alien. Those Iowans, I tell you. Yeah, they're from Des Moines. And it says Linda Lovelace on bass and vocals. Just saying. How much did you pay for this? I think they were like $1. I would not pay, $10 for this. It was definitely a couple dollars at best. So I picked up 2 copies of this. I was in Des Moines, and they have a lot of records where I got this from. The second time I went there, I got sick because I was flipping. You know how you go into one of those dirty places where you just flipping records left and right, and need like hand sanitizer afterwards? That was this place. And I actually got some kind of bacterial infection breathing all that in. But sometimes those dusty, dingy places are the places to find gold. And we found some. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of fun. I still keep it though. It's a guilty pleasure. Not really. I really don't play it. I can't even tell you the last time I played it. I did upload a couple tracks onto YouTube, and you'll find my other channel on there. But we're going to end with this one, Into the Light by Rebirth. This is kind of a folk pop thing. There might be a couple heavy edge tracks, but I really love the last track on here. It's kind of a West Coast flavored folk pop meets, kind of Christian leanings. I found this one in Dallas, Texas at Josie Records when I went down there back in like 2018 already. Really like to go back down there sometime. Got a couple friends down there. So, hopefully this is the last song. 1 hour later. This is the last song of the night. And I did feature this in my Christmas mix. I made one Christmas DJ mix, Psychedelic Trip, maybe a couple years ago now. And I featured this track. I really love this one. Good harmonies. Not this one. It's coming up here. I always thought it was a woman vocalist, but my friend says it's a young man singing on this track, but you be the judge.
to be true. When you ask him into your heart, he'll change your life anew. He'll forget everything that you do, but in exchange he wants to be the master of your life. So get out of the night and into the light of Jesus. Out of the night and into the light of Jesus. Now you tell me this is what you want to do. Well, hurry, don't waste your time. Your life is nearly through. There's still millions who need him just like you. So tell them of the man who helped you start all over new. And get them out of the night and into the light of Jesus. Out of the night and into the light of Jesus.
I was trying to remember. I thought there was a fuzzy number on here.
I got
This is my closing outro for the night. Chuck Troy and the National Bank. Free Thing. It's kind of an obscurity on A&M. It's the only track that sounds this crazy, though. The rest of it's like a horn band. It is kind of freak out track at the very end. We gotta end the stream right. Let's go all crazy at the end. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. I really had a good time tonight. Depending on how things go next Friday, we might do a little something different like we discussed earlier with Mr. Vinyl Piper, and someone else mentioned it. I think, was it Dan? I forget. Anyways, yeah. Let me just get this all toned down here. So I think next time we're going to do it like an actual DJ set. I know I could do it with 2 turntables because I got two of them, but I'd probably have to set up differently. I'd have to have like a table in front of me and sort of this kind of elaborate setup to make it happen the way I picture it in my mind. Maybe I have to get like a folding table or something. That could be arranged. We'll do that sometime. Then I kind of set up properly for my sets and pimp it out with some tapestries and visuals. And we got to start somewhere, right? This is the bottom of the barrel over here. But otherwise, it's been a good time. We're going to probably do that next time, though. Just kind of select a small stack of records and play maybe a couple tracks from them, and discover things along the way, hopefully. I know I don't have like a collection like Randy, but I'm always trading stuff off and letting things go and acquiring new stuff, so I keep the collection pretty concise and still keep the essentials for sure, but just want to be kind of careful. I'm a little more cautious than most people when it comes to knowing what to play, I guess. So, the last track. So, let me get this correct here. I don't have this LP. It's on my phone. 1 second. So, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but it's like Chuck Troyes? Trois. And the National Bank. And the track's called Free Thing. And it's kind of like a Chicago sort of knockoff. It's like a horn band. But the last track, it's like a 3-minute kind of freak out track, and I always use that for like introduction pieces, like to my videos and stuff. Sometimes in the past I always kind of use it because I have a whole playlist for just DJ transitions and intermission kind of segue kind of tracks. So I got that queued up for this as well. So that's the answer, Evil Wax. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm only getting Christmas Day off at work, unfortunately, so I didn't have any other plans to take vacation days off to go back home. I'm, that's okay. I always meet up with my family, though. Otherwise, even though we don't do much, I got kind of a small family. I'm the only child, if you guys didn't know. Spoiled to this day, very spoiled. And I don't even ask for it. Sometimes my dad just helps me out when I'm in need. So he'll still send me cash even at my age of 31. I just recently had a birthday too, by the way. Turned 31, December 11th. I'm still young, right? Even though I might have a little bit of a backache here and there, but no, I'm just kidding. But what else? Yeah, so now it doesn't even really feel like Christmas to me because it's been so well, except for today, it's been kind of cold, but I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees with rain. That ain't very Christmassy to me. Yeah, it's been it's been a good session tonight, man. I really, really dug this. And maybe next time, I don't know if you guys are feeling it or if someone wants to join up on screen. I can try to figure this stuff out. I'm still kind of learning how to share screens, and I might be advanced in some places, but I'm still sort of that teach new dogs new tricks kind of thing. Like, I should know more about technology than I do, but I'm an old soul, man. I just don't compute very well with modern technology sometimes. I got a very old laptop. That's kind of why. I've always had these old MacBooks, but I love them. It's kind of my thing. And I never get the latest iPhones and stay up to the latest apps like most people my age probably do. But I was kind of at the cusp of everything when it all changed. When smartphones, sort of popped up in my age bracket, like around high school. I think that's all I got for now, though. So thanks for hanging out again. I know I'm kind of making this long-winded and stuff, but I'm trying to think if anything else pops up into mind. So yeah, if anyone was asking, I think earlier, if anyone's kind of wondering, I might take a little break posting regular videos at the beginning of the year. So I might push out another Acid Archive diary. A recent finds. I'm going to kind of get all that I've ordered so far. And my top finds of the year. Top 10 with some honorable mentions. I got to push that out yet. And so I'll shoot 4 or 5 more videos, but, everybody kind of handles it differently. And I think stepping away sometimes from just the thought of making videos, because they are very time consuming. Sometimes I'll shoot and edit a video within an afternoon, and that's my whole day's shot, pretty much. So, yeah, it just takes a lot of work. And like I said, I've been going out of my way to make videos, and, who really cares about my videos, right? No, I'm sure there's people that like them, but it just takes a lot of time. And I like looking back on them and just sharing my passion for this music, and just I'm on the same journey you guys are, so I'm always discovering and learning along the way. And I'm just kind of arrogant when it comes to like looking into new genres. I love the psych rabbit hole. I kind of stepped away from the private press world of things. I still like that stuff, but I'm kind of, my tastes have kind of changed as I get older too. I like a lot more of the poppy stuff, it turns out. Like, I still love what we played tonight, but I don't know, something about like easy listening kind of psych pop, kind of vocal pop stuff that I would like to sing to and stuff like that. Like, just kind of resonates with me nowadays. I don't know why. It's the way my brain's wired and how it's operating right now. So yeah, I really appreciate the support we got going on here. With my videos. I did take a break. What was it? January of 2023 last year. And then I came back in June, which I thought I was going to take the whole year off, but people were asking where I was. And yeah, I may not be long. I may not be gone that long, but we shall see. But like I said, I'm going to continue the live streams and maybe do some collaboration. We shall see. And I'm going to finally wrap this up. So thanks, everybody. Kimba, Robert, J, Mr. B, Vinyl Dreamscape, Carol, as always. She's always here. Thump, Evil Wax. I don't think I've seen you here before. But you're always hanging in the background. That's cool. Yes, and my new album, whenever that shall drop next year, we'll certainly let you guys know about that. So take care. Astral Yacht out. Psychedelic out. And let's just delete this stream. I'm just kidding. I'll leave it up. It's a long stream, man. 3 hours. Let's go another 3 hours. Take care. And we'll see you.